Millions of years ago, a meteorite made of vibranium, the strongest substance in the world, struck Africa. 5 tribes settled the area and called it Wakanda. They lived in constant war with each other until a warrior shaman received a vision from the Panther goddess, Bast. She led him to the heart-shaped herb. The plant life was affected by vibranium, so it granted him superhuman strength, speed, and instincts. He became king and the first Black Panther. 4 tribes agreed to live under his rule, while the 5th tribe, the Jabari, chose to remain independent. Using vibranium, Wakanda advanced their technology beyond any other nation, and as the world fell into chaos, they protected themselves by hiding, keeping all their resources and knowledge to themselves. But not everyone agreed with that policy. In 1992, King T'Chaka's brother, N'Jobu, was among them. As part of Wakanda's intelligence service, the War Dogs, he was sent abroad as a spy, and in America saw their people suffering. He called for Wakanda to arm them and bring about a global uprising, but his brother, King T'Chaka, denied his request. So N'Jobu took matters into his own hands by partnering with arms dealer Ulysses Claw. With N'Jobu's help, Claw stole vibranium from Wakanda, killing many in the process.
Oh, it's piecing together.
What N'Jobu didn't know is that his other partner in crime was also a war dog, another undercover Wakandan named Zuri. Zuri was sent by the king to keep tabs on his brother, and when T'Chaka found out what his brother had done, he came to America to bring him home to answer for his crimes. He refused to go and pulled a gun on Zuri, forcing T'Chaka to strike him down and kill his own brother. To hide what happened, T'Chaka and Zuri lied to Wakanda, claiming N'Jobu disappeared, but they made a fatal mistake. N'Jobu had fallen in love with an American woman and had a child, Eric. T'Chaka left that child in America, and that child would go on to grow resentful and inherit his father's cause. And he would do so with a vengeance, because he found panther claws in his father's chest. He knew it was T'Chaka that killed his father. He began training and preparing for a homecoming. Eric graduated MIT at 19 and went on to join an elite Black Ops unit, just to practice killing. And kill he did, enough to earn him the nickname Killmonger. In 2016, King T'Chaka is killed during the signing of the Sokovia Accords. So his son, Killmonger's cousin, T'Challa, assumes the throne and becomes the new Black Panther. His first order of business is revenge. It appears Steve Rogers' friend, James Barnes, was responsible for the explosion which killed his father, so T'Challa goes after him. But he soon learns that Barnes was framed, and he learns of Barnes' troubled past, how he was captured by Hydra and brainwashed to kill for them as the Winter Soldier. Although Barnes recovered his identity, the programming is still in his mind and could be activated by the wrong person. So T'Challa agrees to take Barnes back to Wakanda, where, using their advanced technology...
At first he was, this guy here, he was actually human, I think.
Oh, that's Civil War. I haven't seen Civil War.
Yeah, and he went to, and he did replace his arm and stuff, and like, cause he was damaged bad, and then after the war, then, they used that man, and you know.
Wait. Black Panther, T'Challa, he was in Civil War.
Yeah. Yeah, that
was his debut.
Yeah, that was. They were trying to. This was like. Yeah, he's like mixed. This is Black Panther is mixed in a lot of movies, bro. Like, to actually get the full story of the Black Panther, this is mixed with too many other movies you have to watch.
It's not really that many. You just gotta really just watch Civil War, the first Black Panther, and
the Avengers, the end game Avengers, and then this one. Yes, Endgame. He's part of it, and then this one.
Infinity War, not Endgame. Oh yeah. Infinity War.
Endgame, he comes back.
He comes back, but it's not that big of a role, to be honest, bro.
He just comes at the end, though. Like.
Yeah, he just comes at the end. Yeah. Not really that many movies.
So he wasn't popular until his first movie then. Makes sense.
Who, Black Panther?
He was popular before the movie.
Black Panther, he been popular. The name been there. It's just that they had to put it in someone's face. So T'Challa was the person to do it. And then he played that role. But before T'Challa, Black Panther been existed. It was just probably it wasn't a black person. I don't think it was a black person because in the comics he was a white
He was
dude or
black.
something. No,
He
he
was
was
always
not a
he was
black
always
dude.
black.
In the comics, he wasn't black. I mean, they honestly just want the money. They just care about the money, bro. Whatever gives them the money, they'll do
everything.
it. Not everything.
T'Challa is quickly torn between two manners of ruling. On one hand, his father always insisted Wakanda remain hidden from the world, as it had for decades. On the other hand, people like Nakia, T'Challa's ex-lover, insist Wakanda has a responsibility to help others around the world. As a member of the War Dogs, just like Njobu, she's seen people suffering firsthand. T'Challa's mind, however, remains unchanged. He will keep Wakanda hidden and safe, just like his father would have wanted. But soon, his perception of
You will get that in due time, indeed.
father changes drastically. After stealing a vibranium artifact from a museum, the arms dealer who evaded T'Challa's father for 30 years appears on their radar, Ulysses Klaue. Ever since Klaue's attack years earlier, Wakanda has wanted his head. So T'Challa goes after him, with a little help from an upgraded Black Panther suit, courtesy of Princess Shuri, his sister, Wakanda's chief scientist. He's also joined by Nakia and Okoye, head of the Kingsguard, and an elite group of warriors, the Dora Milaje. They plan on intercepting Klaue in South Korea, where he intends to sell the vibranium. But things get complicated when they realize the buyer is Everett Ross, an agent of the CIA, part of a sting operation. In the ensuing chaos, T'Challa nearly kills Ulysses, but holds back when he notices the public watching. Instead, he allows the CIA to take him into custody. But Klaue is quickly freed by a powerful ally, Eric Killmonger. During Eric's attack, Ross protects Nakia by taking a bullet. So T'Challa insists they bring him to the one place with the technology to save him, Wakanda. Okoye argues it's not their responsibility, but T'Challa cannot stand by knowing they can help. Ross knows Eric as Killmonger, former Black Ops, but T'Challa recognized a ring worn around his neck, identical to the one T'Challa himself wears, something he kept from his father after his death. He realizes Eric must be Wakandan and must have something to do with his father. Returning home, he demands answers from Zuri and gets them. The whole story, how T'Challa's father killed his own brother and left a young boy behind, a boy who became Killmonger. After freeing Klaue, Eric quickly betrays him. He kills the arms dealer and brings his body to Wakanda, proving he succeeded where T'Challa and T'Challa's father failed. This wins him favor from some, including T'Challa's close friend W'Kabi, who lost parents in Klaue's attack years earlier. With royal blood in his veins, Eric has the right to challenge T'Challa in ritual combat for the throne. So he does, and he wins. Before he can strike T'Challa a lethal blow, Zuri offers himself a sacrifice in his stead. Without hesitation, Eric kills him and seemingly kills T'Challa. A new king and Black Panther is crowned, and he is ruthless, quickly setting his plans in motion to send vibranium weapons around the world for violent uprising. Nakia begs Okoye to help overthrow the new king, but despite what she may want, Okoye and the Dora Milaje are loyal to the crown, whoever may wear it. So,
That's so Sailor mentality.
She did so bad. She
like,
so bad with that
Oh
one.
my gosh, but that's so corrupt because that's not. It's like remember Byakuya from Bleach? This is a good example. So like you could obey and follow law and principle. Like you are doing what's course of action to how the society of there where they live, or you can have a gravitation to what you want and whatever is family. You have to choose.
Well, there's a difference
She
between.
knows that was corrupt working for that nigga, but she was like, "Nah, I must just stay." Oh, and where was the mom too? We didn't see.
The mom, she was actually trying to fight the dude when he became king. I actually saw the movie.
Yeah,
she actually tried to fight back the mom, and she won. Literally carried that movie. She carried. She
even brought that up too. She brought that up in the movie we watched. Yeah, like she said that how she did that.
Her friend, like not her friend, but that woman that the head of the king's guard, she sold in that movie. That movie, she sold when that dude became king. She was talking about she only sees loyalty to the crown. Bro, it could be a demon in the crown and it's raps. What is she talking about?
And dude, she took the freaking princess out when she not even a fighter, bro. Like, and she got captured, bro. So see a seller.
But I feel like you know, she probably definitely learned from her mistake. So follow principles, not you don't have to follow rules because rules not always, depending on the situation, rules is not always gonna work. Principles are.
Okoye and the Dora Milaje are loyal to the crown, whoever may wear it. So, Nakia, Shuri, Ross, and T'Challa's mother Ramonda approach the independent tribe, the Jabari. Their leader, M'Baka, reveals that T'Challa is alive. They found him in a coma. Ramonda feeds her son the heart-shaped herb, and the plant's power brings T'Challa to the ancestral plane where he sees his father. T'Chaka welcomes his son to the afterlife, but T'Challa refuses to go. He tells his father...
Herb.
Yeah.
Oh, so in the beginning he died, but he didn't take the herb in the beginning yet, right?
Yeah, he did. In order to become the Black Panther, you need to eat the herb.
But how did he revive again?
No, he revived because the herb revived him. But it's not, the herb didn't really revive him. He didn't really revive. He was already alive. It's just that he was at a critical state. That herb put him in full health. It's a sensu bean. It's basically a sensu bean.
Broken. That herb is broken.
That herb is a sensu bean, bro. That's basically what it is.
But you could die to it because Shuri, she had it. She was like, you might die.
Yeah, you can die depending on who you are. Like if you're weak, bro, or you don't have the bloodlines of these people, those two, then you're done. Because what you call, you seen that one scene with those people, the other tribe, with that guy, his people, they took it. Half of them freaking died. Yeah. Half of them died, and the other half went to the water.
Yeah, because the dude said their blood is poison, so they'd be done for.
Father that he was wrong. He was wrong to leave Eric in America, and he was wrong to keep Wakanda closed from the world. T'Challa will right those wrongs. He wakes with new purpose and returns to his people. With T'Challa alive, Killmonger's claim is invalidated.
It's like that vision gives
Okoye and the Dora Milaje are back on T'Challa's side. But with W'Kabi and others supporting Killmonger, civil war breaks out. They fight, while Killmonger's ships take off, carrying vibranium weapons to fuel his global uprising. But with Shuri's help, Ross takes down those ships before they leave. And with surprise reinforcements from the Jabari, Killmonger's army is defeated.
So
As for Eric himself, he is mortally wounded in combat with T'Challa. Eric Killmonger, true name N'Jadaka, takes one last look at Wakanda, the home he was denied, and dies next to his cousin. In the aftermath, T'Challa shows Nakia and Shuri his new plans for Wakanda, to share their knowledge and resources around the world to help those who need it. Sometime later, the Mad Titan Thanos seeks to complete his quest, collecting all 6 Infinity Stones, granting him incredible power, enough to wipe out half of all life in the universe.
So the timeline.
I like how they it played in alignment with the stuff.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, you have to watch different movies to actually know Black Panther, like, full story.
That's pretty fun.
These are all different movies.
And solve the problem of dwindling resources. As heroes unite and the Avengers reassemble after a recent fallout over the Sokovia Accords, Thanos successfully acquires the Power, Space, and Reality Stones. Hoping to stop him from getting all 6, the Avengers decide to destroy one of his long-term possessions.
Literally one-shot everybody, bro.
He didn't want to.
He could have
folded everybody.
Like he didn't care about fighting. All they wanted to do is just clap the world.
He really didn't care about fighting.
All he did was
until
just
Infinity War.
He just did
That's
a
when he wanted
refresh.
smoke.
He did a refresh of the world. That's all he did.
He was a troll. He was just like eyes. And
He
like,
did do a
goals.
refresh of the world. That nigga deleted all temp files, bro.
He just all he did was you know what I'm saying, went to the recycling bin and deleted the residue. That's all.
I just did that too.
That's all he did.
They deleted his temp files, bro. He was like, all right. He said balance is restored, bro.
There's too many temp files on the earth, man. They gotta get booted out. They gotta get deleted, man.
Nah, bro, not just the earth, the universe. I mean, deleted the temp files of the universe, bro.
Factuals, bro.
A Mind Stone, which gives Vision a synthetic.
He made the whole galaxy reset, bro. That stuff's crazy.
That's tough, bro.
Sentient member of the Avengers.
He could have really did some crucial damage for real, though.
Yeah, he could have literally went to every universe or went to every planet, clapped all the heroes. They all would have died. He could have folded all of them. Literally, he could have ended Marvel with his own hands, bro.
To remove it without killing him, they'll need advanced technology. The sort of technology you can only find in Wakanda. And in Wakanda, James Barnes has woken up with a cured mind. T'Challa and Okoye fashion him with a new bionic arm and prepare for the war they know is coming. Once the Avengers arrive, Shuri gets to work on Vision. They can safely remove the Mind Stone, but it'll take time, a luxury they don't have. While they work, Thanos acquires the Soul Stone, and his forces arrive in Wakanda. But at T'Challa's orders, they prepare to fight and buy as much time as possible. The Avengers, side by side with Wakanda's army, fight. But once Thanos arrives, now in possession of the Time Stone too, their time runs out. Wanda destroys the Mind Stone, killing Vision. So Thanos simply reverses time, bringing Vision and the Mind Stone back. Then he rips the stone from Vision's skull.
It's all good.
Funniest part, he let her do that whole thing. He could have stopped her like before she even tried that. But he let her have her hopes up just to destroy it.
Just to destroy it, bro. That is demon hours, bro. That's how you know that man. Thanos is a different breed, bro.
With all 6
said,
stones
I'll let
in his
you
gauntlet,
think you win.
Thanos snaps.
Guys, he gave her a little moment just to bring back time.
It's like when you let your little brother play the game, bro. You let him win, and you stomp him the next round, bro.
Facts. That's
you don't even let him
did,
hit you, bro.
He literally did that to her, bro.
And half of all life vanishes, including T'Challa.
The temp
but
files.
5 years later, he's brought back. Although Thanos destroyed the stones to prevent anyone reversing the snap, and Thor killed him, the Avengers traveled back in time to alternate realities and acquired replacement stones, allowing them to bring back the lives that were lost. But their actions draw the ire of a Thanos from an alternate reality, leading to another battle for the stone.
The other Thanos saw it. That's so wild, man. That dude's too much OP.
With the Black Panther resurrected, Wakanda lends their forces in the rematch, and the heroes are victorious. But not without cost. As they celebrate the win, they also mourn the loss of Tony Stark, who sacrificed himself to win the war. T'Challa, Okoye, and Shuri are present at the
universe,
funeral.
Bro.
That's the last we saw of Wakanda or the Black Panther in the MCU.
They would have all got folded.
So now you're ready to watch the sequel, Wakanda Forever.
Iron Man. If it wasn't for Iron Man, there would be no Black Panther.